How does your bloom ratio affect your cup? That's what I want to find out today. I want to find out if a 2-to-1 ratio or a 5-to-1 ratio is better. I want to put them against each other. I want to know if my go-to 3-to-1 ratio is actually the best cup version for myself. Maybe a 2-to-1 offers more sweetness, or a 5-to-1 offers a punchier, more vibrant cup, or maybe a 1-to-1 just gives me all the acidity and tons of extraction I'm looking for. I actually don't know. I'm assuming not. We're going to find out though. And if this is something that you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe, because this is part of my Real or Ritual series where I test different variables, different techniques, and different ideas to find out what is actually useful and what can give you a better cup at home. And with that said, let's get into it. For the test, I'm going to try to keep everything as identical as I can. Obviously, with different bloom sizes, it's going to be slightly different, but the idea is to use the same recipe. It's going to be a 1-pour bloom and then 2 identical pours afterwards. So it will be a 12-gram dose to 200 grams of water. If I'm doing my 3-to-1 bloom ratio, I will do 36 grams of water, then I'll wait, and then I will pour to 118 grams of water, and then I'll finish up to the 200. And I'll do that. I have a cheat sheet. I'm not going to be able to remember all of it, especially while I'm recording. Your brain gets a little funky while you're doing video, but I'm going to do all of that for all 5. As these finish, I will rotate in and do the 4-to-5 and the 5-to-5, or 4-to-1 and the 5-to-1. I know I don't have 5 origamis. I've let you guys down, but we're going to use a Timor weight filter for all of these. We're going to use Enjoy's Wush Wush once again. This is a fantastic coffee. Check out Enjoy if you haven't. Shout out to Justin. And we're just going to try to keep it all the same, and we're going to have to do our best in the tasting. I have an idea. I have if I can speculate, I have an idea. I have a feeling that the higher blooms are going to, higher bloom ratios are going to give me a tastier cup of coffee, a punchier or a more vibrant cup of coffee, only because there's just more water to saturate the initial grinds. Once again, if you don't know, or if you've forgotten, we do a bloom to extract the CO2 in the gases that are left in the grind, so we can properly wet and saturate everything, so we can get a nice and even and clean cup. And when I'm doing the 1-to-1, I don't think that's going to work out very well. I feel like that cup's going to be super under extracted, or just like kind of like flat. But we're going to find out. I've never done this. I've never played around with bloom ratios, actually. I've kind of either done a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1, and then that's really all I've ever done. So I'm excited to try this as well. Probably going to speed up the actual brewing, but with all that said, let's get to it. I'll see you guys on the other side. All right, we have all the brews done. Try to keep these as warm as possible. Toss a towel on top of them to keep the heat in. These cups are kind of thick. Hopefully I don't mess this up. This is the one. So this is the 1-to-1, the 2-to-1, the 3-to-1, 4-to-1, and the 5-to-1. So let me try tasting some of the. Well, let's do some smells first. So. The 1-to-1 and the 4-to-1 actually smell very sweet. The 2-to-1 and the 5-to-1 smell flat. And the 3-to-1, it smells like the average of the two. Let's see, let's go. Yeah, this one has higher sweet notes, but this one is a little more. Yeah, the 2-to-1 is very flat smelling. The aromas on the 2-to-1 are very flat. Let's try this guy. Same with the 5-to-1 and then 4-to-1. The 4-to-1 and the 3-to-1 smell very similar, but 3-to-1 is like a good balance of all of them. This one is, yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's like the coffee I would drink every day. So now we can do a test. So we're doing spoon today, so heads up. Gave you a fair warning. That is... It's sweet, but kind of flat, kind of muddy. Not exactly sure. It's very balanced. It's kind of boring, the 2-to-1. Let's rinse. It's exactly how I expect that to taste, the 3-to-1. Good acidity, nice sweetness on it. Here's the 4-to-1. It's still a hot, but that is sweet. That is nice. Okay, let's try that one more time. A lot of sweetness on the 4-to-1. Good florals too. The florals weren't jumping out as much on the other cups. I like that 4-to-1 a lot. Oops. Still got a wet spoon there. And here's 5-to-1. 5-to-1's kind of flat, kind of boring. It has some sweetness. Very low acidity. That's. Wait, let me go 2-to-1 now. The 2-to-1 is very dull, very flat, very muted. This actually has. This is a pretty bright cup. It has the 1-to-1. It's got a lot of that like fruity acidity on the front, and then it tapers off into a sweetness. Honestly, okay, my initial ranking, I'm gonna do another sip. Maybe I'll do it off camera, but my initial ranking from best to worst, best being the 4-to-1, then the 3-to-1, then a 1-to-1, 5-to-1, 2-to-1. 2-to-1 is very boring to me. Still stand by, yeah, 4-to-1 being best. Then I would go 3-to-1, 1-to-1, 5-to-1, and then 2-to-1. So there we are. There are bloom ratios, and there's bloom ratios tested. I did not expect the 1-to-1 to actually produce a good cup. I kind of expected 2-to-1 to be better, or at least higher in the rankings. But this is my rankings. Go ahead and give it a try for yourself. I hope you learned something. I hope if you at least try anything, try a 4-to-1 bloom on your next cup of coffee. And don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this content and want more of it, because there's more coming. All right, I'll see you guys.